What's going on, YouTube? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneurs. Just coming to you with a April sales update video, just a recap of how the month went. For those of you new to my channel, I am a part-time eBay seller and a full-time corporate finance analyst. I build my business in my spare time, and I've been tracking this journey on this channel. For those of you who've been following, we've been in New York, Shannon and I, for the last 4 or 5 days, so I haven't had a video out in a while. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I do have softball tonight, and we got about 15-20 minutes here, and then I got to wrap up and head out to our softball game. We're just kind of getting our feet back underneath us. We traveled for, it's like an 11-hour drive to get back to where we live in New York. So we had the dog with us. We went to a wedding, got to see a bunch of family and friends. It was an awesome time. But now just trying to get back into normal rhythm, bring you guys some good content, show you kind of how it's going. I'll chat a little bit about my bulk buy and what my May goals are too. But hopefully we'll jump right in with the sales update here. Let me check the chat, just make sure that I'm good. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Anna, thanks for stopping in. Is my sound okay, hopefully? Someone can just confirm that you can hear me all right. That would be awesome. And then I will start with the update. Hey, Stacy, thanks for stopping in. Looks like we got 18 watching. So I'm just, for the sake of time, I'm just going to power right through this. My normal format is I like to show how the month wrapped up with my tracking spreadsheet. And then I'm going to show you 10 sales. I'm going to do 15, but we're going to do 10 just because of the time factor. Just 10 kind of unique things that sold since I've done my last sales update video. And so, yeah, April, those of you guys know, April was kind of a slower month for me. Definitely was a little disappointing. Let me share my screen real quick. All right, share. All right, so let me pop over to eBay real fast. So here we go. So this is my sales April 1st through the 30th. So I ended on 5104. In March, for perspective, I did about $6,400 in sales, so this was quite a bit of a drop. There was one less selling day. We had Easter and Good Friday that whole weekend, and taxes being due. And I think all that just was the perfect storm. So the effort was there, but unfortunately just didn't hit what I wanted to hit. I'm going to pop over to my spreadsheet here. So this is what I use to track all my business progress. For those of you who haven't seen it, I just have each day here. Just have number of items I list each day, how many sold, the value they sold for, the average sell price derived from that. And then I also keep track of the items I source. So, total items purchased, the cost of those, and the average cost per item. I do keep track of some miscellaneous stuff here, and I haven't fully updated this, but I wanted to bring you, as far as the food and beverage, but I wanted to bring you guys what April was for the month. So as we scroll down here, as you can see, I did not hit my listing goal. I actually had enough inventory, and Sunday I could have hit it. I guess I kind of copped out, but I made a conscious decision. You can see here, I was listing like crazy. I could have stayed up and done it, but I have my pallets that were coming during the week, and I knew I was going to be listing like 2,000 items this month in May. So I really felt like I didn't feel bad about it because I knew I was going to more than make up for it with the bulk pallets that are purchase that I made, which has been going really well. I'll chat about that a little bit at the end. But so you can see I sold 180 items, which is way down. Like I sold like 240, I think, last month. No, 268. So what you can see here last month was $24 right there was my average sell price. But when I flipped to here, I brought my average sell price up to $27, which I'm pretty excited about. So if I can hold right around 27, 28, that was my initial goal for the year. You can see 28. That would be great moving forward. I think it's going to be a little more difficult to hold because of the bulk buy I just made, and I'm going to be selling around an average sell price of like 20 bucks for those, 20 to 25. So it might pull it down a bit, but I'm hoping I can offset it with enough high-end items that I'm still sourcing, like suits and blazers and things like that, to hopefully keep it and hold it right around here, because that would be the ideal number for me, like 27, 28. You can see I made a bulk purchase from a local guy here who was selling on eBay, decided not to any longer, and selling on Amazon, so I bought 150 items for him, so stocked up there. I'm going to continue to list not just my bulk purchase from May, but I'm going to list some other items as well. Moving down here, you can see that I'm at $23,267 for the year, so almost a quarter of the way to my goal, and we're a third of the way through the year, so definitely behind pace. But I don't think I'm really behind pace for the ebbs and flows of how the reselling market is, especially on clothing. I'm hoping I'll do like 40 grand in the fourth quarter at least, maybe a little more. So I think I'll more than make up for that, especially with this bulk buy and the momentum it's going to gain. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm still really happy with where I'm at for April. And I still think I'm on track and still just as energized as when I started. So let me flip over to the 10 items I sold just to help out here. All right, so I'll talk about I took a best offer on, or actually these are on sale. I'm sorry, not best offer. They sold for $27.19. I was in these for $4. They're Under Armour. These Combine training athletic pants are kind of like a dry fit sweat pant. Let me show you there's a little Combine training tag here. Let's see if I can show you the other tag. Here's your tag inside. These were in like flawless shape. And then for $4, they went they went first class. They're pretty light. So great flip there. This was a Ralph Lauren. It was a brown window pane, which I love to sell window pane. It was a silk wool blend sport coat. Took a best offer of $39.99 on this. I was very happy to move it for $40. I was in it for $5, and it shipped flat rate for $6. Show you kind of some of the pictures here. Here's your size tag and your green label right there. So it's like the low end label for them. So great flip there. We have, this was from that jersey lot I bought back in the fall. And so it's an Alex Smith jersey back when he played for San Francisco. And it's the Nike NFL Elite On Field, which is like their high-end brand, the higher-end brand, I should say, of Nike in that line. Here's an XL. Now, this was screen printed, these numbers were, so it would have been better if they were stitched for sure. But this actually sold for full price for $59.99. I was really excited about that. My sale had lapsed. It was cheaper than that. The sale lapsed, and when the guy bought it on a Saturday, he paid full price. So what first class was in this for $12.50. This was really cool. These back-to-back. This item, the next item. I sold this, took a best offer of $100. This sold the same night as another suit that I'll show you here in a minute. But this is a Canali, and it's a dark gray Glen plaid suit. It's an Italian designer brand. You can see kind of the Glen plaid. Actually, the pictures aren't even that great. Let's keep scrolling through here for you. Here's your label. You can see it's made in Italy. Here's your size tag. It's a 52, but that's a European size, so it's actually the equivalent of a 42 US. And I try to put the US size in my title because I feel like that's what most buyers are that are buying from me. So yeah, I was really happy with that. I was in this for $10, shipped it, and actually had a chip. That's why I took the best offer too. I think I could have got higher if it was flawless, but I had a chip on one of the cuff buttons. There was a replacement button on it. But yeah, so took a best offer of $100, in it for $10, and it shipped in a regional A for around $10. Here is the other suit I sold, and I took a best offer of $99.99 for this one, so 1 penny less. And it's a Ermenegildo Zegna navy blue window pane. And it was a 3-button, so a little less popular style for sure. One of the more older styles, but still sold nonetheless. Here's your tag. Oop, my battery's getting low on my laptop, so hopefully, hopefully we have enough juice to get through this. It's a 54 long, which again, so this is the equivalent of a 44 long. I put that in my title, the US size. In this for $10 as well, and this went in a regional A for right around $10. So another awesome flip there. I was really excited about that, especially to close out the month towards the end. I posted about this on Instagram. I found this shirt. I don't find this brand very often. When I do, I pick it up 100% no matter what. This is a cool Elixir line. It's like a lightweight kind of polyester hiking shirt. Button front. Here's your tag right here. Be on the lookout for that brand, guys. You should pick it up all the time. Let me see here. Here's your other tag. So good flip. I was in this for $4 and sold for full price. Took a best offer, sorry, $39.99. There was shipping on here. I don't know why I had shipping on here. It was just an error on my part. But so yeah, that was a great turn. This was a Carhartt. It's a fire resistant shirt. And actually someone gave me a suggestion not to sell these anymore, which I'm actually going to take that and probably not buy these much more when they're used. Because I guess you only get so many washes out of the fire resistant qualities, and I really don't want to get any legal trouble if it doesn't work or anything like that. So I sold this one, sold it for $25, took a best offer. I won't be picking these up if they're used any longer. New without tags, I probably would. But just, I mean, clothing's a low risk business, but this is one way to make it a little riskier maybe. And so I just want to kind of stay away from that. But here's your tag. It does sell. I was in this for $4. It did ship, it shipped flat rate because it was pretty heavy. This is another unique thing. So the same guy I bought all the jerseys from, I bought a binder full of autographed photos of sports people, sports stars, various professional and college athletes. This one was Cordell Stewart, used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Had the certificate of authentication. Some of them do, some of them don't. Sold this for $29.99. shipped super cheaply. And I have these little plastic sleeves that guy gave me, the hard plastic sleeves to ship it in, so it makes it even easier. But I've got a binder full. I only listed like half of them. I need to get the other ones up. But I'm kind of been dragging my feet because when I do have my next house, I might have like a man cave room. I wouldn't mind framing a bunch of them and having them up. I think it'd be pretty cool. And I got these each for like $6 a piece. So I was in them really cheap. So nice flip there. This is a pair of Adriano Goldschmied high-rise slim straight ankle fit. They're blue jeans. It's a great women's jeans brand. I'm not sure if they make men's ones or not, but I've only found the women's, and they seem to sell really well. These sold for $38. Took a best offer. Here's another tag for you. There's the other tag. And these for $5. These actually went first class because they were really small and lightweight. So they went for about $4. So awesome flip there. Lucky Brand men's jeans. I love to sell these. They just do so well for me. Sold these for $29.99. They're on sale and took a best offer. And these were actually a short inseam fit. It actually says that in the tag, so that's the only reason I know. Here's your tag on the back. And there's that tag. And so yeah, this is a great turn. Hit them for $5. They went flat rate for $6. And so those are my 10 items, guys. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to flip over the chat here. And hey, Casey, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Hi, TJ. I'm trying to shout out some of the people I see here. Hey, Matthew. Hi, Debbie and Lynn. Thanks for stopping in. So looks like we got 52 watching live. I've got about 5 or 6 minutes left. I'm going to talk about my May goals and what I plan to do over this next, 22 days or so to close out the month and what I'm planning to focus on. So the first thing, Thor's creeping up. Yep, Thor's creeping over here on me. Sorry about that. But basically what I'm planning to do is I have this my bulk shipment. So I've got the 3,000 pair of LL Bean pants. And I'm going to list 1 box per day. I'm going to process 1 box per day. Not sure if you guys, I'm not going to try to pick it up, but basically if you watch some other videos, you see the size of those boxes. I'm going to get back to my 4 a.m. sleep schedule now that we're done traveling and I've got like a solid month to really get back into the grind. My plan is to get up at 4 and process 1 box before I go to work every single day. I'm not sure how many pair of pants are in each box. I think it depends. Pants, this material, if they're jeans versus khakis, that sort of thing, how many fit in there. But either way, they're multi-quantity listings. The LL Bean lot's been going great. I actually sold 5 pair already, and I only listed like 45 before I left for our trip. So the sell-through seems to be good. They've all been selling for $20 or more. I've actually had someone bought 2 pair, and I made sure it wasn't a mistake because I was hoping they didn't like double-click on accident, but it wasn't. They wanted both of them. So pretty cool stuff. I think I'm going to get a huge sales lift from this month. Really feel like there's going to be some big momentum from it. And I actually am going to have to look again at an Anchor store by this month. If I really can list that many and get through these pallets like I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to have it's going to make monetary sense to upgrade to the Anchor store, which will be the top level subscription for eBay. So pretty excited about that because I've never I've been at premium for probably, I don't know, a good year or more since I could justify getting that. So I'm pretty excited that that's a possibility this month. And maybe I'll have to chase, if Chris is in the chat, 10K in the bay, I'll have to chase, I don't think he's in here, but have to chase his 10K goal and see if I can catch him. So pretty cool stuff. Hopefully this added some value to you guys. I apologize it has to be so short. We do have softball, but I haven't done a video in quite a while. And I just wanted to bring you some content. Yeah, Casey, it's like 2,840 listings, I think. I did a little calculator. I built an Excel for it. I'd have to pull it up. But yeah, and if anyone is curious, on my website, endlessentrepreneurs.com, you can go there and I have that calculator. It's a free download. Just click and grab it. And you can plug in how many active listings you have, and it'll tell you exactly how much it costs you per month based on the subscription and when you should upgrade monetarily. So feel free to check that out. But yeah, Anchor Store is in my sites. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. Just wanted to show you guys how April finished before it got too far away from me because we're already a third of the way through May. And just show you the progress and keep it real with what's happening. Hope everyone's crushed April. Hope you're off to an awesome start in May. Thanks, everyone, for stopping in. Check me out on Instagram, Endless Entrepreneurs. And I'll be hopefully coming back with just about daily videos now, back to our normal programming. And we'll get rolling here. And I'll keep sharing the journey of this bulk purchase as I keep learning, because I am learning a lot very fast. So have a great night, guys. Really appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, and if you don't mind, hit that like button. It definitely helps me out. So I appreciate it, guys. Have an awesome night.